revise what we have learned earlier in our previous classes. So children, if I give you a number 373, which digit is there in hundreds place? Yes, it is 3. And there is only one correct answer for the question which I have asked. Okay, now if I give you a biscuit packet and ask you how many biscuits are there in this without opening the packet, then I'll get different answers from different children. Some may say it as 7, some 8 and some 6. Isn't it? The answers will differ. Okay. Now, if I ask you how many days are there in the month of July? Yes, it is 31. So, the answer is same for everyone. But if I ask you how many matchsticks are there in this matchbox? Can you say the exact number without counting? No, isn't it? You may say it as there may be approximately some 100 matchsticks, isn't it? Yes. So children, what do you observe from what I have revised now? That there are exact answers for some of the questions and some questions doesn't require exact amount. So children, in our real life also, we come across some scenarios where exact number or exact answer is not required. That is called as rounding off. Today we are going to learn about rounding off. Rounding off is done to different places. Ones place, tens place, hundreds place, thousands place and so on. But first let us learn how to round off a number to the given tens place. Now let us see how to round off 42 to its nearest tens place. For that, let us see 42 is lying between which two tens? 42 is in between 40 and 50. So, first let me represent this on a number line. I am drawing a number line from 40 to 50. Now, we have numbers over here on this number line as 41, 42, 43, 44, 45 and so on. But what is the middle number for 40 and 50? Exactly in between 40 and 50, which number do we have? Yes, it is 45. 45 is in between 40 and 50. Now, where our 42 lies? Our 42 is over here. This is 41 and this is 42. Now say children, 42 is nearing to 40 or 42 is nearing to 50. Which is having a shorter distance? This distance is shorter or this distance is shorter? Yes, this one is shorter. So 42 is tending towards 40. It is inclining towards 40. That means 42 is nearing to 40 here. So 42 is rounded off to 40. Now let us see how to round off this number to the nearest hundreds place. Now children, 332 is in between which two hundreds as we are rounding off to hundreds place. Now let us see this is in between which two hundreds. 332 is in between 300 and 400. Now let us represent it on a number line. This is in between 300 and 400. Now in between 300 and 400, which number is there? Exactly in the middle of 300 and 400, which number we have? Yes, 350 is the number which is exactly in the middle of 300 and 400. Now see, this number 332 lies to the left side of 350 or to the right side of 350. Yes, this lies to the left side because this is 332. The numbers which are less than 350 are to the left side and you have your number here as 332. Now 332 is nearing to 300 or this is nearing to 400. Which distance is less here children? 332 is near to 300 Or 332 is near to 400. Yes, that it is nearing to 300. So 332 is rounded off to 300. Now let us learn a math song for rounding off numbers. La 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 la. 1 2 4 go to floor. La 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 la. 5 to 9 climb up the vine. Hope you enjoyed it. Now children, as I said you, there are some situations where exact number is not required. But on the other hand, there are some situations where exact number should be given. Okay, now here are given some of the examples. Now let us see where exact number should be required and where exact number is not required. Now see children, your shoe size, a particular number will be there and only that size shoe you have to buy. If you buy a bigger one or a smaller one, it won't be convenient for you to walk, isn't it? You can't take a rounded off number for your shoe size. So here rounding off concept will not be applied. Okay. Now see the next one, your telephone number. Exactly the numbers which are there, the digits which are there in your number should only be connected to make a call to you. If I type any single number also, a single digit in a mistake, the whole number goes wrong and it will be connected to some other person. Isn't it children? So we can't round off the telephone number here. The next one, number of children in your city. There can be many children in your city. You can't count each and every child, isn't it? So here approximation or rounded off is used. You can say approximately some 10,000 children are there in our city. Okay, but there is no need to tell an exact number of children in the city. So here the concept of rounding off is used. Now here, number of books in the library. There can be many books in the library. Exactly the number of books you know, no need to tell. You can say approximately some 2000 books are there in our library. Okay, so here the concept of rounding off is used. Your house number. If we change a single digit in your house number, the whole address will be changed and the parcel which you are going to get will be received by someone else. Isn't it children? So exact number should be there for your house address. So here rounding off concept can't be used. Now let us see how to round off the given numbers to the nearest tens place. The first one is 65. 65 lies between which two tens? Yes, 65 lies between 60 and 70. And what is the exact middle number for 60 and 70? Yes, it is 65. So, in between 60 and 70, exactly in the middle we have 65. Now, which number we have to round off? 65 itself. 65 is nearest to 60 or 70? Let me tell you this with an example. Suppose this is your number line. This is your number line. Now, see what happens to your number line if I bring it closer. This came into the shape of a hill, isn't it? Now, let me first draw a hill for this, where you have 60 this side and 70 this side to the base of the hill. Now, exactly middle, 65 will come here. Now, children, if you take a ball and if you keep it here, then where it will come down? Where it will come? It will come down to 60, isn't it? This side if I keep a ball, it will come down to 70. But exactly at 65 if I keep, that also will come down to 70, isn't it? So 65 is rounded off to 70. Okay. Now let us see the next one, 91. 91 lies between which two tens? 90 and 10 tens, 100, isn't it? 91 lies between 90 and 100. What is the exact middle number for 90 and 100? It is 95. Now, which is our given number? 91. 91 is just next to 90. So this is nearer to 90 or 91 is nearer to 100. 91 is nearer to 90. So 91 is rounded off to 90. Now see the next one, children. Here 13 lies between 10 and 20. What is the middle number for 10 and 20? 15. So here you have 15 in the middle. Now where is your 13? To left side of 15 or to the right side of 15? To the left side of 15. Here you have 11, 12 and 13, isn't it? So 13 is nearing to 10 or it is nearing to 20. 13 is nearest to 10. So 13 is rounded off to 10. Okay. Now let us see the next one. 115. Now this lies between 110 and 120. What is the exact middle number for? Here you have 10. Here you have 20. As we have seen, for 10 and 20, 15 is the middle number. So for 110 and 120 also, 115 is the middle one. Now children, see, as I said you for the previous sum, like exactly the middle number will tend towards the next tens place. Here also 115, which is the exact middle number, tends to the next tens place, which is 120. Now let us round off these numbers to the nearest hundreds place. Now see children, they have given the number as 436. And this lies between which two hundreds? It lies between 400 and 500. And what is the exact middle number for 400 and 500? It is 450. Isn't it, children? Now, the given number 436 lies to the left side of 450 or to the right side of 450? Yes, this is to the left side of 450. This side we have as 436. Isn't it? All 10s, 20s, 30s, 40s, all those numbers are to the left side of 50. And then you have 60s, 70s, 80s, all to the right side of 450. Okay. Now 436 is nearing to 400 or this is nearing to 500. It is nearing to 400. So 436 is rounded off to 400. Now let us see children. 651. This is in between 600 and 700. What is the exact middle number for 600 and 700? Yes, it is 650. Now our given number is just next to that. It is its successor, 650, and then immediately you have 651. Now this 651 is nearing to 700 or this is nearing to 600. This is shorter distance, isn't it, children? So 651 is rounded off to 700. Now see children, 365. This is in between 300 and 400. The exact middle number for 300 and 400 is 350. This is 365. This is 50. After 50 you have 351, 52 till 360. Then 361, 62 and all 365 is somewhere here roughly in this place as 365. Now this is nearing to 400 or this is nearing to 300. This is the shorter distance, children, or this is the shorter distance? This one, isn't it? 365 is rounded off to 400. Now see the next one. 205 is in between 200 and 300. The exact middle one for 200 and 300 is 250. Now 205. Where do we have this? To the left side or to the right side of 250? 205. Here you have 200. Then 201, 202, 203, 204 and then here itself you have 205. Isn't it? Now this is nearing to 200 or is this nearing to 300? It is nearing to 200. So 205 is rounded off to 200. Now let us see how the concept of rounding off is applied in real life. Here we have been given a scenario and let us see how to apply the concept in this scenario. See children, 87 students of a craft class are to be given one diya each to paint. How many diyas should the craft teacher order to the nearest tents? Now see here children, there is a class, a craft class is going on and in that 87 students are there and teacher wants to give one diya to each child. Okay, each child one diya she wants to give. Now how many diyas she has to order? I mean she has to take from a stores person, no, that diyas. So how many she has to order to the nearest tents so that she can arrange for the class? Now let us solve it children. As there are 87 students, let us round off this children. 87 is in between 80 and 90. Now what is the exact middle number for 80 and 90? Which number comes in the middle? 85. Now where does your 87 come? 85, then 86, 87. This side, that means to the right side of 85 you have 87. Where is it rounded off to? 90 or to 80? This is the shorter distance. So 87 is rounded off to 90. So the teacher should order for 90 diyas so that she can arrange for 87 students. 1 or 2 may break, so it is good that she has extra in hand, isn't it? So for 87 students, 90 diyas she has to order. So children, here is another scenario. It says that the school cook prepares lunch for 285 children. For how many children should he prepare rounded off to nearest tens? So it's given that for 285 children he has to cook. But exact amount we can't cook. Some children may eat more, some may eat less. So for how many children rounded off to nearest to tens place he has to cook? Now let us see. 285 children are there. Let us round it off. Now children, if I draw a number line, 285 is in between which two tens? 85 is in between which two tens? It is in between 80 and 90. So 285 is in between 280 and 290. 280 and 290. Which number comes exactly in the middle? Yes, it is 285 itself. Now this number we have to round off, and as I said already, the exact middle number also tends to round off to the next value, next to tens place. So 285 is rounded off to 290. So the cook should prepare lunch for approximately 290 children. Let us see the C-bit. 885 people are expected for the school function. There was a school function and 885 people were expected there. How many chairs should be arranged around rounded off to nearest hundreds place? When you are rounding off to hundreds place, how many chairs should be arranged? So 885, let us round off to nearest hundreds place. So 885 is in between which two hundreds? 885 is in between 800 and 900. Now which number is exactly in the middle of 800 and 900? Yes, it is 850. Now the given number 885 comes to the right side of 850 or to the left side of 850. 850, then we have 860s, 870s and 880s will come to the right side of 850. So here you have 885. And as it is clearly observed that it is nearing to 900. So approximately 900 chairs they have to arrange for the school function.